Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I am going to be showing you guys how to make some really delicious cheesy shrimp tacos. So this recipe is really good. It comes together really fast. So whenever you guys are working with seafood or shrimp or anything that's like really quick cooking, the best thing that you can do for yourselves is to really get your prep work done, like all the way done, so that when you start to cook and things are cooking fast, you're not trying to like chop things up and do all kinds of stuff like that. So let me go upstairs. Let me show you guys how to make these yummy, delicious tacos. And if you guys like seeing easy and quick recipes like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give me a big thumbs up. And let me show you guys how to make these cheesy shrimp tacos. Alrighty guys, so these shrimp have already been deveined on the top, but all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and I'm going to get the vein out of the bottom. And these ones still have the tails on them, so you're just going to pinch right at the very bottom, and then all that meat that is stuck inside the tail should come right out for you. I'm just going to hold it. We have one of these little angled knives. These work really good for this. And then just going to split it. And then the vein should just come out pretty easily. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to do another one here. So again, you just pinch it right at the very tip of the tail. Pulls that extra piece of meat out. And you're going to slice down right down the middle. And the vein just pulls right out. I just have a couple more here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and cut each shrimp into 3 pieces. And there it is. So this is just going to give me a really nice little like bite-sized piece. So I'm just going to start chopping up all these veggies. You always want to start with your onion. All right, and I want this to be a pretty fine dice, so I'm just going to slice small strips. I'm using this yellow onion today, but that's just because I don't have a white onion, but I would probably prefer to use a white onion in this, but this is going to be just fine. Slice it the other way. So I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil into my pan, probably about 2 tablespoons. And then I'm also going to add, let's see, I'll put about 3 tablespoons in here to start. All right, and then I'm just going to start working on my poblanos. So I'm just going to cut top off. Just want to pull this little, whoops. All right, whenever you guys are cooking peppers, because they have this kind of like, have this like shiny side here, you want to cut from the inside out, because this is gonna, like, your knife kind of slides around on this part, but if you cut them this way, then you don't have to worry about that. And I'm just gonna cut these into strips, so like that. Throw these in here. Whenever you're cooking shrimp, you should always, it's always a good idea to really get yourself really like prepared. So to get everything ready and right, you know, easy access to everything, because it cooks really quickly. So usually once you get going on it, it's gonna go pretty quick. So just keep that in mind when you're cooking things that cook quickly. Most of the time you're gonna spend is in the preparation. You guys could roast these first if you wanted to. I just did not do that tonight, but you certainly could if you really like that roasted flavor. All right, then we're gonna cut these jalapenos as well. So if you guys want this to be a little bit more on the spicy side, just go ahead and leave the ribs and the seeds in. But I'm gonna take them out tonight because I've actually been making Mexican food a lot and my kids are not super big into spicy food, so this is a good compromise. We still get to eat Mexican food, we still get to have all these great flavors, but we don't have the spicy. You can do this with a small spoon like I'm doing, or you can just get in there with your hands and take them out. If you guys are sensitive to chilies, you definitely want to try to wear some kind of gloves when you do this. And definitely wash your hands right away and really avoid touching your face. Okay, so for these I'm going to cut them into strips, and then I'm going to cut these into a nice dice, so I'm just going to put them together and try to do them all at the same time. Nice little teeny tiny pieces. And get those in too. I'm really excited about this recipe. Okay, so we got the onion, the poblano, and the jalapeno. Just gonna let these cook down for probably about 5 minutes or so. And I'm gonna add just a little pinch of salt. And a little bit of black pepper. Mix that in. Alright you guys, and then for the tomatoes, I'm actually going to remove the seeds here because I don't want to add any of this moisture into my dish. So you're just left with this. Tomatoes do release a lot of water, and so I'm just trying to kind of reduce that down a little bit. And I'm not going to add these till the end anyway, but still want to try to avoid that. Same thing with the tomatoes. They have this kind of shiny like skin, this weird skin on the outside, and the knife will slip on there. So if you cut them from the inside out, it makes it a little bit safer. And you just want to cut these into just a small dice here. Alright, and then I just want to get the garlic going too, so I'm going to just crush that. Skin should come off pretty easily after we crush it like that, so. Alright, so I have some Monterey Jack and some mozzarella. I'm just going to grate this up real quick. Alright, so now just going to add in our shrimp. I'm going to go ahead and throw in another 2 tablespoons of butter here. And kind of put the veggies to the side there. And get it all in there. A little pepper. A little salt. And add in some of this garlic pepper. Touch there, as well as some garlic powder. You guys can see how quick these cook, so definitely want to be prepared when you get to this step. I'm going to go ahead and add in the tomato. Alright you guys, and then I'm going to just add in a couple of scoops of sour cream, so it's probably about 3 tablespoons I would say. And I'm also going to add in probably about the same amount of heavy cream. Alright you guys, and then once it gets right here, because we're going to bake this for about 10 to 15 minutes, I don't want to let this cook for too long because then the shrimp is going to get overcooked. So I'm going to go ahead and just add in all of this cheese now, and I'm also going to add in all of my cilantro. Okay, and then I'm going to bake this at 375 for, like I said, about 10 to 15 minutes. And I will show it to you guys when it's all done. Alright, you guys, so that was it. Here they are. Look at how yummy and delicious they look. So they have poblano peppers, onions, tomatoes, garlic, shrimp, cream, sour cream, all kinds of really good stuff, and then lots and lots of cheese. So they are looking really delicious. And I did get a lot of like these burnt parts of cheese. Those are always the best, most like yummiest, crunchiest parts of all. So I'm really excited about that. All right, so I'm trying to keep food out of my hair because that seems to be an issue for me. Ready, going in here. So I used corn tortillas, and I just put a tiny bit of vegetable oil on the bottom of the pan just to kind of get them a little bit crunchy. So you guys can hear how nice and crunchy they are. It helps them to stay together, to not fall apart, especially because this has like the cream sauce inside of it, so it is a little bit more has a little bit more liquid in it. But look at these tacos, they look so good. This side got a little bit more color than this side did. You guys could put like some fresh cilantro. I did put cilantro inside the tacos, so I didn't add any fresh cilantro, but you could put some fresh cilantro in these, or you could get some salsa to put on them, but I like them just like this. So and they're so tasty, they're so good, they're so cheesy, and the shrimp is so delicious, and the sauce, and You know, you guys wouldn't think that cheese goes really good with seafood, but honestly, it really does, especially shrimp. It's Taco Tuesday down here, B.
Ooh, can I have a bite?
All right, look who joined me. It's Miss B. She gets to take my other taco.
Yes.
Okay. B's a big shrimp fan. B's from Alabama and spent a lot of time in New Orleans, and so she's a seafood gal. And my kids don't like seafood that much, so we do not have seafood as much as probably we would both like to.
Shrimp, seafood, and tacos? Stop.
I know. And isn't the cheese good, even though you'd think like
this is so good.
the cheese would be kind of strange in there? It's really not. It's really, really good. You guys can serve these with corn or flour
Amber, this is amazing.
Well.
This is really, really good. Look at that. Ooh. That is the best thing I've tried on your channel.
Really?
Yes. That is really, really good. Now, I might be a little biased because I really like seafood, but that's really good.
You can finish it.
Can I finish it? Okay. Thanks.
So you can have the rest.
I'm going to go take this upstairs.
All right, guys. So my taco's gone. So I guess the video is over now. So don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great night, and I will see you on my next video. Much love.